doesn't love a good hydrangea? This video is all about pruning Incrediball Hydrangea. These are smooth hydrangeas. They're native to North America. They're a lovely plant and they're very low maintenance. I don't even really need to prune them. I do find they put on a better show if I do prune them though. Some people cut them all the way back to the ground. They're very hardy. I prune these once a year in early spring just before they start growing, but you could also do it in late fall if you prefer. So you can see some of my Incrediball hydrangeas have had kind of a rough winter. Some of the stems are broken and there's definitely a little bit of cleanup to do before the new growth really gets going for the season. Incrediball is in the category of smooth hydrangeas. These plants are actually native to North America. This version, Incrediball, has been selected as an improved version, so it does have stronger stems than the Annabelle that it was chosen from, which is really nice because the flowers are very big, so you do want to have strong stems. Keeping the need for strong stems in mind is really important when you're doing the pruning. If the branches at the base were all messed up and crossing, I would take it back to the ground. I think it could handle it, but I certainly wouldn't do it every year. So yeah, pruning Incrediball is pretty hard to mess up. They're very easy. You could cut it all the way back to the ground if you want to. Wouldn't do it every year, but you could. And you could also just leave it. I mean, this is a native plant, so you could just let it go and not prune it at all. We're gonna shoot for somewhere in the middle. We're gonna take out anything that's dead or damaged, that kind of stuff. Then we're gonna go and take any wacky branches out, and then we're gonna reduce the whole height of the shrub, but only by about 1/3 of its height. So we're not taking it down like close to the ground, just 1/3 of its total height. Step 1, we're gonna remove any branches that are dead, dying, diseased, or otherwise damaged. I'm gonna take any of these branches right down close to the ground just to make sure that there's room for air circulation in the base of the plant. All right, I've trimmed off the worst of the dead wood. Step 2 is I'm going to remove any branches that are kind of growing in an odd direction. So branches that are growing inward towards the center, crossing each other, rubbing on each other. Any of those branches that are kind of not growing in that nice outward shape, I'm going to take them back to the base too. Things are starting to look a little bit more organized. I did find some more dead branches in there, and as they start to leaf out, if any of the branches don't leaf out, I'll take them back to the base too. Let me just move this wheelbarrow so you can see the base of the plant a little bit better. Step 3 with Incrediball Hydrangea is to take the whole plant down by about 1/3 of its total height. So what this is going to do, it's going to take off any blooms that are left that weren't deadheaded, but it's also going to remove the stems back enough to make room for some new growth. Incrediball Hydrangea bloom on new wood. They're not going to bloom on any of this overwintered wood. There's no blooms here that I'm going to cut off on this particular type of hydrangea. So I'm going to take them all back by about 1/3 of the height. I'm going to try to like round the plant a little bit just because this plant is all by its own. If you had them in a hedge or something, you may want to do a little bit of shaping, but you really don't have to be too particular. The plants are very hardy and they do grow naturally in a really nice shape. This plant is 4 or 5 feet tall, so I'm just going to take all the branches back by like 1 foot or 2. I don't want to take off more than 1 foot or 2 of height though, because I want the branches to be really strong. I'm trying to create a permanent framework for this shrub so that the giant flowers can be held up by the shrub. I want the shrub to be strong, so I'm not going to take it all the way back to the ground. I'm just going to take off 1 foot or 2 of each branch. I'm going to work on creating that woody base foundation for the plant. So these shrubs are definitely a lot shorter now, cleaned up, but they're still about 3 feet tall. If this video has been helpful, please give it a like. That really helps the algorithm send it out to new gardeners. Thank you very much to everybody who's been liking and watching more of my videos. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to do much else to them. I'm going to put a little bit of compost around the top. I can see some of the roots are a little bit exposed. And anyway, 1 inch of compost in the spring is generally a good thing anyways. So I'll go ahead and top dress the base of these plants with 1 inch of homemade compost. I didn't see any more dead wood as I was cutting them back, but if any of these branches don't leaf out, I'll take them back to the base. But that's about it. Then it's just looking forward to the beautiful show. The flowers are kind of green, and then they do go almost white, and then back to this green, and then to this dried brown color for the winter time. I highly recommend Incrediball Hydrangeas. They're very low maintenance. Clearly I didn't even deadhead them last year, and I think they're pretty like that anyway. So they also have beautiful flowers when they're fresh, but I think they're pretty dried too. So highly recommend it as a shrub, either by themselves, as a single shrub, or even as a hedge. Incrediball Hydrangeas are incredible incredibly easy.